Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trades by Brent. I'm Brent. I hope you're doing well. This is what we do. I'm here. Now you see me. We're going to be day trading the SP 500 futures. That's what we're doing right now. Market's heading down. We had a wedge top. We switched to the electronic trading hours. You can see it, right? 3 pushes up. 1, 2, 3. See that? Now you see me. All right, levels coming through. Level check, good. We're gonna switch to the regular trading hours just because it makes it easier to watch. So what I'm watching right now is how we react to this line here. Looks like we're heading down, but let's see. Hesitation around the moving averages. Usually the market moves in these measured equal distant moves. So maybe we'll see something like that. That's typical, right? Down here, maybe we'll bounce, maybe we'll keep going lower. It's early, so we're being patient. We'll see. Trend continuation setup right here on the 2-minute. I'm just being very patient here and careful because there's a lot of support down here, right? You can see here the bulls bought. Here the bulls, well, here the bulls bought, right? So there's a support area, there's a support area, there's a support area. A lot of trading is waiting, and it's not impatiently waiting, it's patiently waiting. It's like, hey, am I a trader or am I an investor? How do you see yourself? I choose to see myself as an investor, which means if I take a trade, I'm investing my money, yeah, in a short-term manner, right? So as a trader, you can just think of yourself like a gambler or like a player in a game, which, you know, choose your own adventure. But I like to consider myself an investor. Just do it short-term time frames and long-term time frames. So what looks like a good investment? Let's see. A shorting here could be, you know, there's likelihood of getting to that measure move target right here. But there's just a lot of hesitation, so I'm waiting to see. And also I like to wait, you know, about 30 minutes before I enter. That means after bar 6. It's good to wait until, you know, at least 6 to 12 bars on the 5-minute chart to enter. So that means at least a half an hour. Why is that? Because the probability of reversals is close to 50% for at least the first 30 minutes. So it's pretty much a coin toss. But then after 30 minutes, it starts, you know, you start to have higher probability of one side versus the other. All right, so I started by saying, well, let's watch the reaction price to line, but still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive bear bars. So the bear's taking control here, but let's see if the bulls can reverse it. So Buying on the 2-minute chart. Below the trend line. Zooming out, you're like, oh, okay. That's pretty bullish. Let us know where you're streaming in from. Put it in the comments. And let us know what you're trading this morning. Are you trading or are you just watching? And if you're trading, what are you trading? Put it in the comments. Shout out to Ash Leaks. It's very easy to confuse yourself when you look at multiple time frames. I don't think a lot of people will tell you that. But it's just very easy to confuse yourself and get analysis paralysis. So we already saw some buying here. It's probably profit taking more so, but bounce there, micro double bottom. Now we're seeing the reversal here. Still a minute 28 on the candle, but you know, let's see how this closes. Look at that, exploding to the upside. See guys, that's why I was waiting. That's why I was waiting. Let's mark 50%. Buying into the close. Shout out to my man Victor, saying he's an investor. Do you guys see yourself as a trader or an investor? I was just saying, I see myself as a short-term investor, right? I also invest long-term. I do invest in the same indexes on a long-term time frame, but I like to see myself as a short-term investor, which really changes your perspective in what trades you take and what trades you don't, right? Because I want to take a trade that's a good investment. So if I see this, I'm like, okay, I think that's a good investment. I'm like, you know what? All these closes below the moving average. Now we've got trend resumption possibility again. Yeah. Okay, so I think it makes sense to get out of that long because that's a trend resumption setup, right? Bear selling at the moving average. So I'd rather be short than long here. Yeah, we're gonna be short. Bears failing to get followed through on the 2-minute. Shout out to my man Beggable. Beggable. Shout out to my man Victor. Guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. I welcome you. And I appreciate you being here. Please let me know what I can do to make this valuable to you. So Bears failing to get followed through. Bulls buying. But failing to close above the moving average. 2 consecutive bull bars though. See if the bears sell. Let's see if the bears sell at the moving average. Looks like they are. Switching back to the 5-minute. Small drawdown. Stick with the 2-minute chart for now. Shout out to all my new subs. I appreciate you guys. Going sideways near the moving average. That's to be expected, but if the bulls are confident, why aren't they getting closes above the moving average? Moving average is the average price. It's the blue line on my chart. If you want a quick and easy way to know if the market's bullish or bearish, look at the last 10 bars and ask yourself, are there more closes above or below the average? More closes below bearish, more closes above bullish. Tell me the last time you saw one close above the moving average. Well, that would be there. So for the last 30 minutes, the bears have been holding the price above or below the moving average rather. It's more obvious on the 2-minute, less obvious on the 5, right? Also, it looks different on the 5, right? So we'll stick, okay. Now we've got a very good, much better trend continuation setup. But why are the bulls buying there, right? That's the question. So, okay, back in profit. So we like to see that green. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, so here we're looking at a good buy setup, right? Because you've got a double bottom now. Bull's trying to get the reversal. Suddenly reversing now. Again. It's actually not a good buy signal. See how it has a tail on the top and the bottom. Not a good buy signal. 3 minutes on the candle. Price unable to decide what it wants to do. Coming down. All right, and we're filled. So we got out about $100 on that one, 100 something. So small profit, but market's just very indecisive at the moment. It's better to be out when that's happening, or to trade it like a trading range. So shout out to my man Val. Val, what's up, my brother? Good to see you. So all these tails, you guys see tails below, tails above. That's tough to trade when you're trying to trade with the trend, which is what I like to do, because the market's not really doing much trending, doing more ranging, right? Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So if you look at the chart and zoom out, right? It's hard to do. I did a video on this recently, right? It's hard to take a step back. But if we take a step back, right? This is a bottom trying to form here. But we're bearish, right? We're bearish because we've got all of this, right? Look at the moving average. Bears fail, the bulls fail. Every time they get up to the moving average, they get maybe a close one. They get one close above the moving average and then they fail and the bears get the push down. So yeah, look here. Bears failing to get followed through. So, you know, it's kind of 50-50 at the moment. It's more bearish than bullish, but I don't know what we're doing here, but it looks like we're trying to form a bottom. That's what it looks like to me, because we've got this, right? We made a higher low right there. Okay. And then if you zoom out, right? Look at that. This is a channel and we're coming down and testing the bottom of the channel. So zooming out, it looks like a long would be better to be long here than short. Especially after the bears failing here. You gotta dance. You want to trade well, you gotta dance. That's what I say. I don't know who else is teaching that. The key to trading profitably is dancing your face off in between trades. Hey Val, thank you, man. Always appreciate seeing you, Val. No position on at the moment. I just had a short. I took it off because we're running into support here. I thought we were doing a 50% pullback, right? Because that's 50% of this move here. And so we did go a little bit further down. There were sellers at 50%, but there's just no continuation on that move. At least not yet. And now we're forming this triangle here, right? So this is a trading range, right? We're ranging here from this doji on. Market just, you know, sideways, indecisive, no direction. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. When the market's doing this in an 8-point range, it's usually better to stay out. It really is better to stay out when it's doing that. Yeah, the gaming. Come on back. Come on back, dude. I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 a.m. Pacific. Be here. I'll teach you some of the best things that I know. And also hit the link on the screen if you want to check out my 3 best trades. Guys, this goes to everyone here in the chat and anyone watching the recording after. If you're curious about my 3 favorite trades, I'll share them with you and I'll show you what patterns I look for, how I limit my risk, and also how I take my profits. Just hit the link in the description or the link on the chart. The link on the screen rather. tradesbybrand.com/3setups. Just check that out. Pop in your email and I'll send it to you. I'll also include a 15-minute detailed breakdown with examples on the chart. So that's a pretty great opportunity. I recommend you take advantage of it. I give it away for free. So you guys see this? We move down into this area and we bounce up. We move down into this area and we bounce up. Down into this area and bounce up, right? But notice it's the same thing in the opposite direction. We move up into this area and we push down. We move up into this area and we push down. So that's called a trading range, okay? Or just a range for short. And if you notice, you can draw a shape, right? It's also a triangle. Okay, they call it a triangle because if you extend these, right, eventually they meet. Okay, that's called a triangle. For anyone that's here to learn, anyone that's new, that's called a triangle. Triangle is how you know when you're ranging and when the market has, you know, it's not moving in a direction. It's not moving in a continuous direction. Trend, market's moving in a continuous direction. Range, market's range bound. This is what they call it. It's in a rectangle. And it's just reversing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth inside that rectangle, or that triangle in this case, right? So in that case, what do you do, right? What do you do when the market's in a triangle? You wait for a breakout. That's the answer. Now, I would be more interested in being long here because look, all this is very bullish, right? But we have yet to get like a good buy signal. And a close above the moving average. That's what we would need. We need a strong close above the moving average. Look at what happened last time we got there. We got right up to that moving average and then boom, the bears sold off. So this is like protected territory. You can think of this as protected territory, right? Every time the price gets close to this line, the bears are like, nope, fuck you, back off, right? They're like protecting this, like a boundary. It's like a war between the bears and the bulls. And we want to see who's winning the war, and then we want to get with the winner. Extend this line a little bit, okay, and watch reaction price to line. If you guys have seen my video on how to draw trend lines, I have a 3-step tutorial on how to draw trend lines. If you want to if you're curious about that, go to my channel, check that out. How to draw trend lines in 3 steps. And the 3rd step is, after you draw the line, the 3rd step is watch the reaction price to line, right? So watch what happens as we get close to that line here, right? All I did is I connected this point with this point. Pretty obvious, right? And then I'm watching what happens here. So let's see. So far, what can you notice about bar 13? This is bar 13. The bulls couldn't even crack that trend line, which means they're sellers up there, right? If we go to a 2-minute time frame, you'll see selling, right? It's much more clear on the 2-minute time frame. Life is beautiful. I'm grateful to be here with you guys. Grateful to be able to do such a fun, cool game. Day trading. What a fun, wild game to play. Risking money. High emotions. Wins, losses. Always an adventure with trading. So, nothing happening really. Notice I said what happens when we get to this line. Bear sold off, right? But then look, did the bears rejected this price level, right? What did they get? Follow through, right? Like they reversed that bar. It was bullish for a lot of the candle, and then right at the end they reversed it, right? But look how weak this closes. So all these are signs that we're still in a trading range. And like I said, it's better to just wait when it's unclear. Things are unclear right now. Maybe they're clear to you, but they're not clear to me. Maybe you can see what's going on, but I cannot. To me, this is unclear. Victor, you nailed it. Psychological advantage. Victor's asked why I use black and white. Yeah. My mentor uses black and white. Al Brooks, the godfather of price action, Al Brooks. Al Brooks and Brad Wolf both use black and white, and I always use red and green because I thought it looked cooler. But then as soon as I switched to black and white, I was like, wow, it does give you a psychological advantage. Much more neutral. I also think it looks better. I just think it looks really good.
This has its own magic.
Bear's trying to get the breakout.
Order filled.
Price action bar by Al Brooks.
Order filled.
All right. Another win. Fuck yes for that. Small wins, but I'll take it. Small wins, but I'll take it. All right, so my man Michael asking for a price action recommendation. Trading price action bar by Al Brooks is my recommendation. You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with Albreds. And if you want, just skip to chapter 15 and get the high probability trades. It's a gold mine. Finally, some buyers coming in. Okay, so some bullishness here, right? But guys, let's watch. Okay, let's do this together. Let's watch and see if the bulls or the bears can get a breakout outside of this range here. Yellow box is what I mean. Bulls trying for the breakout. That's they need to get a close above that line. $20 seconds. So, okay, so closing there it's high, but not above this level. You notice that? Well, let's see what happens here.
Order filled.
Okay, so now now the bulls got the breakout, but will it succeed or fail? If it succeeds, we got to get out of this short. But if it fails, we're good. Only time will tell. Oh. Mm-hmm. Selling off in the last few seconds. That's what I would expect if this was a trading range. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. But getting sucked back down in the last few seconds of the candle. Bars coming in. That's what we want. Come on, Bears. That's what we want. Come on. Yep. Last 15 seconds of the candle selling off. We want to see that continue. We want to continue seeing the sell off into the close. All right, let's stop. So we bet on a failed breakout here. And it looks like that's what happened. See if the bears can push to the moving average. Back in profit. Going for a very conservative profit target here. Just assuming this is a trading range. Chart confirming. Trading range price action. Going for a small profit target. All reasonable. How's your patience, guys? rate your level of patience. Rate your capacity for patience on a level from 1 to 10. 10 being you have the most patience of anyone. 0 being you have the least. I'm a pretty patient motherfucker. Bars coming in. Let's give it a little bit.
BeatStars.com. BeatStars.com. BeatStars.com.
Patience is a virtue. Back in profit. That's what I do when I need patience. Tell myself chill. All right, and it works. All right, that's a pretty good day, I'd say, considering that the market's been doing shit. Okay, let's do a quick review. So, since the open, okay, this is bar one. since the open. Okay, let's measure. We've been in a trading range. 15-point trading range. That's brutal. That's brutal, guys. 15-point trading range. It's very hard to make money when we're in a tight range like that. And there's just almost no movement. It's tough. Personally, I don't enjoy it. Okay, because you're just sitting here like, oh, trying to pick up some breadcrumbs. Okay, so the fact that we got in, we were patient. We had to take one small loss, but we stuck with it. I would say that last trade was the one that I'm most satisfied with, right? Because I told you guys, just a little recap. I marked this trading range. Okay, tails here, tails here. So move down, okay? And then we were in this trading range here. Now this whole thing's really a trading range, okay? More or less. But specifically we were in this trading range. So I said, you know what? Let's see what happens around here. And if you noticed, we moved up, we retraced the whole trading range in one candle, okay? So that's a sign of trading range, right? Because we were in this range and then this candle was a big candle. So if you go near the bottom of a trading range and then you retrace the whole thing in one candle, that is a sign that you're still in a trading range and this will not be a successful breakout, okay? So the key is, do you think the breakout's going to be successful? Meaning we got a buy signal here and we got another buy signal, okay? So now we have two consecutive bull bars, which is sign of going in a consistent direction, right? Because you have two candles to the upside, okay? So the question is, will the bull succeed and get the breakout to the upside, or will the breakout fail and then reverse back down? And in a trading range, okay, the market's constantly trying to break out and tries to, but then fails and reverses back down. And you can expect that as long as you're in a trading range. The fucked up thing, okay, is when you bet on that and then you get a successful breakout, then you have to take a loss. And that's just part of the game, okay? But one of the things I do once I'm in a trade and I'm expecting the breakout to fail is I watch for signs of failure or success. So here's a sign of failure. This tail on the top of this candle. What that tells me is that the price was moving into this zone and then rejecting back out. That's what the tail means, right? And if you switch to a shorter time frame, you can actually see it, right? Let's go back and let's mark it. So this is the area we're looking at. If we go to a smaller time frame, we can see that there started to be buyers right there, okay? So that's actually a sell signal on a shorter time frame. So that's a sign of failure, okay? So that gave me confidence to hold, right? Then we got some buying, okay? However, that's not strong buying. There's actually tail on the top of that candle and a tail on the bottom of that candle, which shows you buying and selling. And if we go to that on a shorter time frame, it's a good 2 minute, you can see there's, you know, 3 candles, 3 bear candles and 2 bull candles. So it's pretty neutral, right? We went down and we start to go up a little bit, but you know, it's not really a strong sign of movement in one direction or the other. So I'm still holding. And then on the next candle, we got filled, right? So all in all, not a lot of movement, but very satisfied with my performance this morning, given that I was able to trade this, and this is difficult to trade, right? Like the market is constantly trying to wear traders down, right? You'll notice this if you try and trade on days like this, which there's plenty of days where the market's just going sideways and not much is happening. The market is trying to wear you down. And if you lose patience, you will start to act reckless. And if you act reckless, you'll start to lose money. And that's how traders get in a world of hurt. Trust me, I know I've been there. So on days like this, I like to just be conservative. As you could see, my profit targets were real small, okay? And I wasn't expecting much. So I like to keep my expectations low, and I like to go for smaller profit targets. Why? Because the market's not moving much. And be happy with the few trades, right? 2-3 trades, I'm good, right? So we're gonna end the session there. Thank you very much for being here. I absolutely have to say to you, I'm grateful for you. I appreciate you guys. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So thank you for joining and participating. I'm here every single Tuesday and Thursday, 7 a.m. Pacific. So come on back. And if you want to get my 3 favorite trades, go to tradesbybren.com/3setups. I'll share my 3 favorite trade setups with you, including the patterns I look for, how I limit my risk, and how I take my profits. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you next time. We made money. We made money. We made money. Ooh, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah.